involved. Let me introduce you to the gentleman in front of me. Kenny Jimison from the sponsors Tenants is on the right. On the left, yes, it is him, our very own Chick Young. And of course, in the middle, keeping order, the president of the SFA, Bill Dickey. Bill, over to you. Your own club's still involved, of course, but you had some anxious moments today.
Yes, Dougie, we seemed to lose a grip of the game for quite a long spell in the second half, but we got a draw. We'll get another bite of the cherry. We look forward to the game a week on Wednesday. There are two ties still to be played on this round, and also two to be replayed. We have 12 clubs in the draw for the 5th round of the 10th Scottish Cup. So, Chick, will you select the home teams, and Kenny the away ones?
Thank you, Bill.
And first out, Hibernian or Celtic? We'll play Rangers.
Oh well, quite start the proceedings really. We'll carry on.
Falkirk.
It's your team, Kenny. It's up to yourself to sort something out here.
We'll play Raith Rovers.
Happy with that?
Good.
Intriguing tie. Great stuff so far. Mr. President.
Thank you. Heart of Midlothian or Dundee United?
Live on this channel tomorrow, of course.
We'll play Motherwell or Hamilton. And finally,
If you're happy with that, Mr. President, or not, then.
always happy,
You weren't this afternoon.
at 5 o'clock, yes. Greenock Morton or Dundee? We'll play Kilmarnock. And that completes the draw for the 5th round of the 10th Scottish Cup. And these ties are due to be played on Saturday, 8th March. Dougie.
Thanks very much indeed, Bill. Thank you, gentlemen. So there it is, the quarter-final draw for this year's Tenants Scottish Cup. The first match out is the one which potentially will make all the headlines. Hibs or Celtic against Rangers. A possible Old Firm meeting, just as there was in the semi-final last year. Let's recap it for you. There you are. Hibs or Celtic against Rangers. Falkirk against Raith Rovers. Hearts or Dundee United against Motherwell or Hamilton. And Greenock Morton or Dundee against Kilmarnock. Well, let's immediately talk about that first tie out there. What an incentive for Hibs and Celtic on Monday night, Billy. Possibility of playing the holders at home in the quarter-finals.
Yeah, it's quite a tie, isn't it? Obviously, there's been a couple of surprises in the competition so far, but it's an interesting one for both Hibs and Celtic. Obviously, a very big match.
Yeah, people, I suppose, will assume that it's going to be an Old Firm match, but Hibs at home are always a tough proposition.
Well, the Cup throws up strange results at times, and obviously Celtic are going well just now. They look as though they're capable of beating most teams, but they haven't managed it against Rangers. If they do get past Hibs, it'll be quite an exciting tie.
Yeah. And I suppose with the possibility of the Old Firm meeting at this stage, Eamon, then it opens up terrific possibilities for all the other clubs involved, and they will see perhaps a clearer path to the final.
Well, I think when you were a player and you were always looking in the cup draws, you always wished that Celtic and Rangers would play to come against each other so they would knock each other out. And I dare say there's a few players up and down the country are heaving a huge sigh of relief, because it really does help the chances. And I mean, the First Division's quite well represented with Falkirk, you know, at home against Raith Rovers, Morton or Dundee against Kilmarnock, so a good chance that one of them could get into the semi-final.
Yeah, and looking ahead to our live game tomorrow, John, your club Hearts or Dundee United against Motherwell or Hamilton Accies. That's a reasonable incentive, because again it's the home draw, which is always
against the home
important.
draw, but I don't think members at the club will be thinking about the next round until after tomorrow's game, and hopefully we'll still be in the cup.
Yeah. How would you feel about that possible Old Firm meeting then? I mean, Hibs fans will immediately say, there they are, they're talking about the Old Firm already. Celtic are going to get it tough against us at Easter Road.
Yeah, I think they are. That the news today that George Cadet has got to go to play for Portugal on Wednesday, so he'll miss the game. And George Cadet has been a big, massive player for Celtic this year. He's scored a lot of goals, and it's even a psychological boost to Hibs that he won't be playing. They'll be looking for Darren Jackson to be fit and playing. So I don't think it's written in stone that it's going to be Celtic versus Rangers just yet.
Absolutely not. Billy, I mean, as Eamon made the point, that the First Division clubs have a terrific incentive here, of course, and we think in recent years teams like Airdrie getting to cup finals, and that again is what the cup is supposed to be about. It's not meant to be just a rerun of the Premier Division again, is it?
Well, we shouldn't be surprised because, you know, Airdrie in particular and Dundee have been into the final. Wraith Rovers, of course, have been there. But it's interesting if you look at some of the ties. I mean, you get Falkirk and Wraith Rovers. Wraith Rovers haven't had much of a season other than fighting against relegation, really. They've got a chance to get into the semi-final. Again, you could say the same thing about Kilmarnock. And you've got Morton or Dundee. So it does throw up quite an exciting because, you know, the Hibs Celtic obviously will be a difficult game, undoubtedly. The next round is an exciting tie. Then you look at Hearts, Dundee United, Motherwell, Hamilton. You know, some big names going out.
Certainly is. OK, that's the draw. Let's just take one last look at it then before we move on to recap it. Hibs or Celtic against Rangers, Falkirk against Wraith Rovers, Hearts or Dundee United against Motherwell or Hamilton, Morton or Dundee against Kilmarnock. Hugely tough.